What is up, guys? It's your boy Meryl Kai here, aka Sage, coming at you with a brand new video on Crystal of Atlan. If you liked the video, hit the like and subscribe button. Help the boy out. We're struggling out here. Anyways, this game just dropped 2 weeks ago, I think, and my girlfriend's like, "Yo, pull up." I did. We're here. Anyways, I'm about to give you guys some tips on PvP if you're struggling, whether you're a returning MMO player or whether you're new to MMOs and you're just trying to get some dubs real quick to feel good about yourself. About to help you out. I just recently hit rank 3 on my server. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't think it was super hard, but it was still fun, and I'm going to try to go for rank 1 after this video. So I'm going to give you guys some tips on just overall how to improve, and just some tips on Berserker as well. I'm going to split the video up into 2 parts. Let's get into it. And real quick, this video is not scripted, so excuse my stuttering and shit like that. I be stuttering a lot. Anyways, so the first thing that you want to have sorted right off the bat is your skill tree, right? This game doesn't have that many skills relative to other MMOs, so it's kind of hard to fuck it up. But if you don't know what to build, just look up a build on YouTube for PvP, and I'm gonna help you kind of identify what makes a good ability. But if you're like struggling and you just don't want to think about it, just look it up. That's what I did, right? So anyways, there are 3 types of abilities that you want to have in a PvP game such as this one. It's catch, what I like to call super armor, and high damage. You want to kind of balance your configuration towards those 3 things, right? So when we talk about catch, this game catches everything. Catch is anything that is quick, efficient CC, where you can just get someone in the air, you start beating the fuck out of them, or just things with a lot of range or AoE. So again, you can beat the fuck out of people, right? So either of those 2 things is really good. A bad catch ability is this thing. Thing is so shit. Look at how bad the range is. It fucking barely breaks the armor. Like, shit's so bad. No. So that's a bad. And then this right here, so good. So good. So broken. So fucking good. So that's some good catch. And then super armor. If you guys don't know, super armor is basically your flinch rate. If you have medium super armor, you can only be flinched by medium super armor break, and if you have weak super armor, you can be flinched by pretty much everything, right? There are 3 tiers of super armor in this game. There's weak, there's medium, and then there's super. Super is, in my opinion, not in my opinion, I think it's exclusive to finishers and your supers, whatever you want to call them. So if you have super SA on, you can't be flinched by anything, as far as I'm concerned. So anyways, so if you have medium super armor and someone's trying to hit you with like a weak armor break, so like this ability, you're not going to flinch. You are going to win the battle. So understanding what your abilities, what type of super armor your abilities have, is a very important tool. Berserker has a lot of good SA because he doesn't have a lot of range, so it's very easy for him to bullshit his way out of abilities because he's so Berserker. This is a really good SA ability for Berserker. This is a good one. But yeah, basically mix that up. And then last but not least, you want to have abilities that have a lot of damage. Most abilities that have good super armor have really good damage. An exception, I'd say, is like this one is a mandatory ability, but it doesn't have very good super armor. But most of your abilities that have good super armor are going to have good damage. Or just your finishers, right? Just something to where, like, when you catch someone, you can really make it worth your while. But doing damage in this game is not very hard. At least, like, when people are caught out. Like, even your basic attacks are going to hurt a lot, as opposed to other MMOs. So anyways, now that we talked about the skill tree, let's get into the combat. For combat, and again, I'm going to get into Berserker specific tips a little bit later into the video. If you want to skip ahead to that, go for it. So anyways, the biggest thing, the issue that I see with like lower ranked players, I made the same mistake too, is understanding what this game is. It looks very flashy, and I think that's the appeal of it to a lot of players. Sorry to say, PvP, not like that. You can't just run in and try to like hit people and, you know, try to just mush your keyboard on them or phone, whatever, right? The reason for that, because of SA, because of catch, your chances are you're just gonna get fodderized and one shot like you're a filler villain or like a filler character, right? So can't just run in like that. The mindset you want to keep is try to hit them without them hitting you. Hit them, don't let them hit you if you've ever seen Karate Kid. So I'm literally thinking like I'm trying to hit this guy with as much catch as I can. As soon as he's caught, I want to fuck him up until he has his invulnerability, rinse and repeat. And the tutorial does a pretty good job at explaining that, but it's hard to kind of put into practice until you understand really just how easy it is to get caught if you're not careful. So if I put this to level 60 to keep it fair, and I'm going to kind of run you guys through what I kind of mean. This is a common character that people just think is so broken. So I'm going to use my unfair catch. She's caught. Oh no, she's not caught. Wow. So I try to dodge. I dodged, catch. Now since she's caught, now I get to have fun. Now I get to do the bullshit, right? She's invulnerable, rinse and repeat. When you get more comfortable, you can preemptively go to catch a little bit. Like I used my SA to my advantage there, but until you're comfortable using your SA, just literally play to catch, rinse and repeat. And the comboing is very simple, just like pretty much everything in the game keeps people airborne. So don't overthink it too much. Just wham on them. Could have kept going, but it's fine. Pa-pa-da-da-da. I missed. So I walk it out. Do-do-do-do. And then this is where she probably dies. Oh no, she hit me. So see, I didn't avoid her catch, so I get punished, right? And I wouldn't do that in a real game, but I'm chilling out a little bit since it's a bot. But it is hard. And another thing, I didn't avoid her catch, her SA1. So, oh god, no way I'm gonna lose, right? No, not in my video! Alright. Come on, just let me hit you, damn it. Alright, I had to use my ultimate because, you know, I'm just garbage at the game. Anyways, so I feel like that was actually a really good run because it showcased, you know, avoiding catch, it showcased using SA, and it showcased what happens when you ignore those rules and you try to get a little lazy, right? So we'll do one more run. It's a little bit less, you know, grief. We'll use the same thing. And let me actually, like, try not to, like, be a little too cocky because even bots will fuck you up if you're not careful. So, again, playing a catch. Missed. Dodging her CC. Now she has... Oh, fuck. Fucked it up again, bro. God damn it. So even though I had low resource, I knew she didn't have her, like, thing. So I just went for it. So now she has nothing. I can punish a little bit. And the bot's smart. Like, the bot started running her way too because the bot knew how detrimental it was. Oh, I should use my ultimate there. That would have been so good. Alright. Caught again. Caught again, so now I get to posture up a little bit. And then, yeah. So, yeah. Now, hopefully that kind of makes sense. So, like, you're trying to avoid their catch, and then that's the best time to strike. If you just kind of run it down, you see what even happens to me. But, if you're, it's okay to try to go in aggressive a little bit. You just have to understand, like, the opportunity cost. Like, you have to be really, really careful. So if you're going to go in, you either use, like, really safe abilities like this, even though I cannot hit it. or just be really like good with your SA. So I was really good making use of my SA and my aerial there to like go in aggressively there. So just dodging her shit. Griefing a little bit there, but oh, she used her ultimate. That's fine. She fucked up, so can counter there. Oops, I fucked up. The more comfortable you are with your abilities and the more comfortable you are with knowing what your opponent wants to accomplish is the more aggressive you can be. But for now, if you're just trying to like climb a little bit, just be patient. Wait for them to blow shit. Alright, so now, hopefully that was a really good demonstration of like just general like tips of what you're looking for. Can apply to all classes. Let me get into some more Berserker based things now. So some stuff that I'm doing, or some stuff that you can do. You always want to lead with this. Like, for the most part, it does so much damage. It's just so safe. Ideally, that's your safest way to catch someone off. Especially if you're playing against, like, range or, like, someone who's just running at you, like Starbreaker. You're never going to be this far away, but let's say you're this far away from someone. You can utilize that dash to get really close to her for a really easy catch like that. Remember your SA options again. This is really good SA. That's pretty good SA. This is good SA. And then if you're in a really tight bind and you have your finisher, just use your finisher. The hitbox is really good on your finisher. And you're not going to get hit by anything, right? So if you're in a really, really, really tight bind, pop the finisher. Other things, so you're going to notice that I'm always jumping with this. The range is so much better and the damage is better if you jump with it. If you just do it normally, the damage is still good, but the range, you can see how tiny it is. Now watch how far I can hit when I throw it that way. Literally, she's nowhere near me and I still hit her, right? So always use an aerial, even like mid-combo, it's better. Same thing with this. So if you use this standing, you have the indicator, but the tracking is a little bit harsher. You have more potential to miss, and it's just a lot more sudden from the air if you use it in the air. So if you use it in the air like this, it's a lot more sudden. You almost kind of like cancel the animation in a way, and it's just a lot harder to react to. So use that in the air as well. Same thing with this one. The animation doesn't change that much on this one. That's why I don't think it's as good, but still a good form of engage. This is a really good SA tool, like if you're in a bind, because I wouldn't use this offensively too much because it's just hard to hit if people are running away from you, but defensively, really, really good way to get out of stuff, like to get distance, but also recatch someone if they're fighting you. So I'm gonna do one more run, and then hopefully these tips kind of helped you guys out a little bit. On the same character, so we kind of see. So I'm going to try to play a little bit more aggressive to show you again like more SA tricks. So she's caught, so I got to punish there. And try not to use so many cooldowns if someone's already caught. Try to use your basic attacks, but if you can't help it, you can't help it. So use my SA really well there. I get the combo really hard. Oh, was still in our ult animation. I messed up. So some tips, last like second tips. When you're hitting people, you could, if you look at the diamond on her HP bar, that's when she's gonna turn invulnerable. So if you're ever unsure when someone's gonna turn invulnerable, for the most part, that's kind of the threshold. Sometimes it happens a little bit before that, but it's a pretty good indicator. So happened I think slightly before then, but still a pretty good indicator. Also, you want to have a balance between not being too patient but not being too aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you saw what happens, but if you're too passive and you're not using your SA, if you're just running away from someone, let's say like you use all your resource and you're trying to get away, right? And like you're like this close to someone, like right here, you might as well use an ability. Don't just run away from someone who has you dead to rights. Even if you're like this far away from someone, a lot of people could still catch you. Use an ability. Try to make use of your SA so you don't get caught for free, because you might even catch them, but at the very least you're probably gonna get away, right? So use just something. And same thing, even if you're low on like resource, like if you're not necessarily afraid of like their CC, let's say they're on cooldowns, try to hit them with something. Again, you might recatch them. A lot of people are lazy and they don't understand that if you're close to someone, they could still be punished. I wouldn't really resort to basic attacks normally, unless you have really high attack speed on your basic attacks. But for the most part, like abilities are very safe, right? So yeah, hopefully that helped. Like and subscribe again if you want more Crystal of Atlan content or more advice. Maybe I'll get a stream going for my grind. Peace out, guys. It's your boy Sage.